This week, a couple of bratty kiddywinks joined the Doctor and Clara. And like every relative who's ever been saddled with someone else's sprogs, they decide to take them to some lame-ass amusement park. Oh, cheer up, Doctor. At least you were spared a long drawn-out scene of how they begged to get aboard the TARDIS. Yes, all for the best. But, actually, John and Gillian, what? Artie and Angie. Well, same difference. Anyway, and at least they weren't that annoying. And despite the stage school accents, they did act more like normal kids than I expected. You mean moaning about everything being rubbish and trying to phone their friends all the time? No. I mean by plugging in little headsets and ignoring all the adults around them. Ha! I think that was actually the cyber conversion. Oh yes, the all-new cyber conversion does nothing at all like the Star Trek Borg. Uses silver fish and is, reversible. Well, there goes all that horror and tragedy we saw of the Cybermen at Canary Wharf. Come off it, Doctor, those were early cyber models. They're bound to have upgraded their upgrading routines over the years. Maybe, but it still feels like a continuation of this series' get out of jail free card, where no one ever dies or is hurt. Oh, Mr. Webley died when the planet went boom. Oh yes, when the implosion bomb exploded. Paging basic science and narrative convention. Please report to the Doctor Who said post haste. Ha! Well, yes, quite. But the point is we did lose a few of the cast, and unlike the Brothers Grimm in Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, this time they were more than one-dimensional characters. Yeah, okay, Clara, I'll give you that. I actually enjoyed all of the cast in this story, if I'm honest. Even the kids? Yes, even the kids. They at least gave the Doctor a reason to end up at the Funfair planet. So what about the redesigned Cybermen? Scary? A genuine threat once again? I like the concept of making the Cybermen scary again. Although the ha-ha, we can upgrade as we go and become immune to everything, once again was a tip of the hat to their kissing cousins, the Borg. I'm not too sure on the new smooth-headed look. For some reason, they reminded me of something Ann Summers might sell to impressionable ladies, bereft of a local time weasel to entertain them. Doctor WHeasel! Oh, I'm sorry, but I spent all the episode wondering why the Cybermen didn't all move at super speed. And then I realized it's because they've got more than one setting. Ha 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 ha! Another similarity. Moving swiftly on. The scenes with the cyber controller in the Doctor's head were the best part of the story for me, thanks to the dialogue and Matt Smith's acting. Well, you'll get no argument from me there at all. When Matt is well served by good scripting, he is nothing short of mesmerizing. And the battle of wits over chess was probably one of the top highlights of Season 7B. And the use of the golden ticket to scramble the controller's mind for a while? That was a nice callback to the old cyber vulnerability to gold. Okay then, so the new-look Cybermen were good, and they gave us a few genuine shocks in the story. The supporting cast were well used, and even the kids didn't annoy me too much. So what about the story itself? Truth be told, Doctor, the story wasn't bad, but it was by no means as good as Mr. Gaiman's last story, even if, like that one, it did draw on the classic series tropes so well. Shades of Moonbase, Revenge, and Tomb of the Cybermen all in there, I think. Although I wasn't really convinced why the Cybermen needed young children to convert. It's for their soft, pliable, and adaptable minds, and they're probably more open to merchandising opportunities too. And I'm still not sure why they didn't get a full upgrade. But on the whole, the episode storyline did feel like a classic series story, with a proper beginning, middle, and end. Yes, true, and also, much as I loved Warwick Davis as Emperor Porridge, the revelation that he was the Emperor, it fell a bit flat for me. I got the idea that he was the man who exploded that galaxy to stop the Cyberman, a much darker point, but then he turned out he just gave the order, which, felt a bit more tame. Well, it explained why he was hiding away, racked with guilt and playing chess with Cybermen. Yeah, I guess so. It still felt like a bit of a narrative misstep for me, even if it did give us the ship to escape to at the end. So do you think Clara has enough clues to figure out the Doctor's been investigating her on the sly?
I presume so, as there's only one episode to go, which is a shame, as in the last couple of stories, I've really begun to get a handle on Clara as a character. Either Jenna Louise is maturing into the role, or the writers have got a better idea of how she is not Amy.
And on that note, over to the Cyber Queen for this week's rating.
Hello, fleshlings. Well, wasn't this episode full of frolics and scares? I almost crashed my hard drives at times as the upgraded Cybermen became a real threat. A good cast and decent central story managed to push this one score up. But a certain narrative sparkle was lacking, so I can only give this one 7.5 Cybermats.
Thank you, Queenie.
Doctor, didn't the Big Bang erase the Cyber King from history?
Shh, impossible girl. Now, next week, we name the Doctor, face the depressing return of Mary Sue Song, and finally unmask Clara.
She's a baby TARDIS, Romana, Susan, or a figment of the Doctor's imagination.
Oh, hedging your bets there, I see. Well, just so long as she's not forever Song, I'll be happy. Whatever happens, I'll tell you this, Clara, the revelation next week better blow my socks of Rassilon off.
Now that I'd pay to see. You don't even wear socks, Doctor.